Yeah, sorry
So,
about that.
you guys had woken up from your encounter from the previous night where you guys had kind of faced those dark goo creatures. Um, the following morning, you had kind of discussed the impending darkness, and then after a difficult day kind of navigating a rock slide, Thegro kind of collected his thoughts by carving ducks, while Throgrim and Jean discussed Rain's affliction while she was off into the wild on her own. Throgrim's contemplation of her condition led him to be even maybe a little bit more afraid of her, telling Jean that she is doomed and there's really no cure but death. Jean later went on to Rain that night to discuss, telling her that he doesn't think overall that she is evil and thought that she was kind of under the influence of a dark entity and it wasn't really her fault if something else was controlling her, while she, on the other hand, kind of felt like maybe she was the harbinger of something evil and dark. Meanwhile, about 100 miles away, Zephyr and Uni made their way towards the village of Sepeska and found it burning and in ruins. Trying to find survivors and really trying to help the village, they came across Elena, who, with their last breath, told them that goblins were after the monks. They ran towards Toa as fast as they could. Rain, before she fell asleep, was able to slip John a message and was able to resist a command from Thurisdan before she fell asleep. The following morning, Thegro showed off his ducks to Throgrim, and the heroes then made their way towards Shattengrad. Thegro letting his ducks go free into the river as they made their way kind of alongside the river towards the city of Shattengrad. As they made their way to the gates, they were met with a little bit of an unexpected resistance as Jean was arrested, and the rest of the group was left a bit upset with Karasu as they all made their way to meet King Koresh. Led before the king, Jean was honest and laid his cards on the table, and the king laid his cards on the table, and Jean was a little bit shocked by the revelation that his brothers and his father were leading a war against the people here. After a little bit of a discussion with the king and getting some answers, they were interrupted by an oracle who had some dark tidings for the group. And that was where we had kind of left off our last session. Did anybody have any questions for me or any points of clarification that they wanted to go over?
I mean, I'm good.
All right. Well, I will turn it over to you guys and to Pythia, who has kind of laid forth this revelation here. And she had previously asked you if you had brought the chalice, Throgrim, and if you give it to her, she will take it. But it's up to you if you want to give it to her or not.
The king is present still, is he?
He is indeed, yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it to her then.
All right, and she will fill it with a drop of mead, and she'll look towards King Koresh, and she'll say, "It's time." And he'll take a dagger from his belt, and he'll bring it up to his wrist and cut a slit right across his wrist, and some of his blood will drip into the chalice, and it will mix in with the mead, and she will take a drink from it, and you guys will see her almost go into this sort of fit as she kind of like locks up and seizes almost for a moment or two. And as she goes through this fit, she eventually comes out of it, and she will say, "I have seen that the realm faces a great danger, and as I have said, you are the only hope. I've seen each of you in my vision today and my visions previous, and I see each of you wielding powerful items of a forgotten age. You must find these items, and with them defeat the evil seeking to claim this world. The dark gods are trying to regain dominion of the world. War is coming, and the dark and light elves seek the conquest of the other people. But this is the lesser war compared to the conquest that the betrayer gods will bring.
I mean,
Does she know
right
more
on
about
and good.
these weapons?
Go ahead, Throgram, and then go ahead, Karasu here in just a moment.
Sorry, yeah, like Throgram, he leans in like almost like excited, and he asks, like, does she know any more about the weapons?
I cannot show you the visions that I have seen, but I have been working with a young turtle, and through his magic and through his work with the natural world and with mushrooms, he's able to bring visions forth to people. And if you're willing, you can have some of his tea and you can see where these items are individually. And we'll stop there and we'll go to Karasu just real quick.
Right on good, but I understand the elves are not our primary goal here, but they're the immediate one. Did you see a vision by chance about how to not be completely overrun?
Unfortunately, that was not in my vision at this point in time.
Right. Cheers. I guess I'll go do my rounds of the city.
Karasu, do not go too far. You are in my visions as well.
He stops. Oh?
You must drink from Doth's tea and see what item is laid forth for you, because you are a part of this destiny.
Fantastic. Here I thought I'd just live out my days. All right.
And the king will call forth some sort of, guard to go and fetch Doth. And a short while later, Tortle will enter into the room. Tortle is a rather large humanoid that has, he basically looks like a giant Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with, the turtle shell, and he's got a quarterstaff that he's kind of walking in, leaning on. He wears some sort of like brown and green robes, but the predominant feature on this gentleman is that he has these mushrooms kind of growing all over him and his shell. Before he comes in, though, is there anything that you guys would discuss amongst each other, or have any questions for Pythia or the king before Doth enters into the room?
I'd like to ask Pythia some stuff. I think as we're sitting there waiting in silence, she's just like, "You're certain you saw me as well in this fight against the evil?"
She'll let out a deep sigh and say, "I've seen you many times. I've seen the dark and the light.
Which side wins?
I cannot say. At the end of the day, it is up to you." And she'll kind of poke you on the clavicle.
You said the dark and the light elves were at war. Do I know a lot about the dark elves?
You know that they had fought in the previous war between the gods, and they had fought on the side of the betrayer gods. Other than that, you don't know too much of them, but from what she had said, it sounds like the dark elves and the light elves are working together in this war. So I think that would imply roll me an insight check.
What? Jean thinking about like the top 10 most racist things my dad has said about dark elves.
Yeah, with that insight, it
Oh, shit,
seems as though maybe your dad is working with the dark elves. And I would say that while he has maybe said some racist things against the dark elves, they're still elves at the end of the day compared to what he considers to be the lesser races of humans and halflings and orcs and you know.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Is Coral, this is my last question, are the elves aligned with any of the good aligned gods? Like, is Coral and Laurenthian like a god in Exandria?
Yeah, or at least was before, like, the sundering of the gods, before they went into a realm where they aren't as reachable anymore. But
Right,
she,
okay.
like, Ellen was active in the fight of you know, like that last fight during the calamity, you know.
Are there other that would be a deity I would worship probably.
I would say she's high among them for sure, especially as an elf. Among them would also probably be the other prime deities. Just knowing what I know of Jean, I think Bahamut might also kind of stand out. I think a little for him with that honor and justice, and you know, a certain code.
Yeah, definitely. Many of my characters have been disciples of Bahamut. That's interesting. Would I have known any dark elves? Sorry, I lied.
You would not probably have known any dark elves, at least in your time in the Feywild or in Maleismere. That being said, upon your entrance into Shattengrad, well, even though you were chained up and, you know, you were paying attention to maybe other things, you definitely saw a dark elf or two in the crowd.
Okay. These truly are catastrophic times. We have betrayed the mortal races once again, it would appear.
Do we have any
Anything
evidence?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to ask, do we have any evidence, or is there any evidence that that would show that they are working with the dark gods this time?
Other than this vision from Pythia right now, this is kind of like the first you've heard of it. Though, to be clear, in her vision, she said that this war between the elves and the other humanoids is the lesser war here between that and the war between these betrayer gods, potentially. So if you were laying out your priorities, gods are number one. This other war is a far number two. In her eyes, at least.
Does the chalice lie at the heart of the corruption in Pride's core?
Not that I can see by any means. This is something that Arapis gave us to grant us visions of the future and visions of things that we must needs see. And probably upon that point, Doth is entering into the room, and you'll see this portal come in, and he'll kind of introduce himself and just say, "Hi, I'm Doth. Pythia said that you guys need to see the visions here, so I've brought this." And he takes out this kind of preparation of what looks to be a powder. Does anybody want to roll me a nature check to see if they might know what this might be?
Well, go.
So Throgrim and Rain. This looks like a powder. Looks good though. I drink that.
Oh, sugar.
Jean and Thegro, I would say that you probably pick up from the mushrooms all over this guy that this is probably ground mushrooms made into some sort of tincture or tea. And I would say both of you would know that mushrooms can have that psychedelic property to them. So I would say that you guys know that this mixture could probably bring around some sort of vision.
Can I make an insight check
Or a
that
bad trip.
there isn't some sort of deception going on? Like, let's drug them up and then lock Jean away when no one can fight back?
Totally.
12?
Everybody seems to have been genuine and honest up to this point and tried to have laid their cards rather on the table for you, and they're treating you with the same sort of honesty that they feel that you're treating them with, and trying to be as straightforward as they can. At the end of the day, you get the sense that they need your help as much as you might need their help.
Okay.
Before we drink the tea, I want to ask if they know why they needed the king's blood for the chalice.
I'm not sure. That's just kind of what Arathis had sent to me.
That's good enough for Throgrim.
And so, just kind of going around the room, Doth will start with Throgrim. It seems like he's willing enough to do this, so he'll put this mixture of this powder and this mead into the chalice of Arathis, and he'll hand it to you.
All right, I give the what's his name?
Oh my god, I thought it was her going outside.
Doth is the total.
I give Doth like a nod, and I drink it.
At first, it seems as though nothing's happening. There's a little bit of a sick feeling in your stomach. And then all of a sudden, this vision takes hold, and your eyes kind of flip up into your head, and you get this vision of a sunrise on a beach, a dawn on the beach. And you see Palor fighting off monsters with what seems to be the sun itself at the top of a mace, smiting enemies coming up from the water as far as the eye can see. And I can say from this vision, you get the sense that this is somewhere on the far eastern shore. So on the eastern part of the continent. I'm actually going to pull up a map here for you guys. And I would say your vision,
notes, right?
your vision leads you to see something kind of over here. There's this shining light, and it's the mace that Palor was using to fight with. And you come back to your reality here in this kind of central chamber of this great hall. Or good hall, I think I called it.
The ocean, did it look like a regular ocean, or did it look like an ocean of goo or anything like that?
No goo, but there were definitely monsters coming up out of it, like Loch Ness monster, sea monster, kraken type beasts.
Oh, okay.
And so I will say that you also get the sense that this item is likely guarded by some sort of sea monster or sea being.
Okay. Now, would I think like Palor is literally there fighting, or would I just assume that's just like the vision to make it clear that was him. Like, like that was
That's the vision. Yeah, that was more like the signs of the vision. Like, you get the sense that that was in the past, probably during the calamity, and that this was a remnant of the calamity. This weapon here, and that you were meant to have it by Paylor.
Okay, cool.
Did he spaz out when he drank it?
Yeah, you probably saw him like twitch a little bit for sure. His eyes rolled back up into his head, a little foam in the mouth.
The important details.
Doth will turn to the rest of the group and say, "All right, who's next?"
I'll step forward.
All right. He'll pour that same sort of mixture of this mead and this mushroom powder for you, and hand you the
blood.
cup. No blood in this one.
Oh, no blood in this one. Okay. And I will drink it.
All right. Jean, you'll see an elven warrior, a bronze gauntlet shining bright on his wrists, fighting against a horde of monsters. The gauntlet's really shimmering in the fading sunlight in a floating city that's flying high above the clouds. He strikes down foe after foe and then falls. Overcome by his enemies as the city falls out of the sky, crashing down into an icy wilderness. You'll see wings and a feline body kind of moving in the shadows.
Oh.
And just this field of ice separated by a river of magma.
Oh, I know where this is.
And you will get the sense that you are probably going to be looking for the fallen city of Aor.
Oh. Oh no! Oh no!
And
that's easy.
you also get this sense that this item is guarded by a sphinx from like the feline body and the wings that you saw. And I think that you also get the sense that the item that you're looking for is also a relic of the bronze gauntlets in the past.
Was it the swords or the gauntlets themselves?
It was the gauntlets that really stood out to you in this vision.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
We'll step forward.
All right. Karasu, when you take a drink, you see a battlefield kind of on the edge of the plains and the mountains and the ocean, where all of these things kind of meet together. You see Karelin fighting Grumsh, defeating him with a spear, carving his eye out, and shooting him with a bow as this dark god tries to flee, before being caught by monsters in an ambush as this trap of a false retreat was set. Karelin's bow falling to the ground as dragons circle above. And you get the sense that there is a bow that you will be looking for down in Draconia, or near Draconia. Any questions from Karasu?
He just comes out of it and goes, Karelian. Well, that's a god I wasn't expecting to get something from.
All right, just a couple of you left. Thegro and Rain. Who goes first between the two of you?
Thegro can step up.
All right. Thegro, as you drink this mixture down, you feel that similar, like, fit feeling taking over your body as you see Cord, the Stormlord, fighting alongside an overly large orcish warrior, almost enhanced by some sort of magic. Lightning crackles as they each both try and tackle this large monstrosity, and the tackle carves this massive trench into the ground. What you would know comes to be the Wayun Gorge, as this battle between, it's almost just fists at this point because all of the weapons are exhausted. It takes place down here, and so you get the sense that you're looking for a it's like a belt, a girdle of the Stormlord that you have this vision of.
Okay. No questions from me, but as I come out of it, I would like to just basically gotta be like, I hope that I am worthy to find this item in my vision.
Well, if the gods want you to have it, I'm sure that even if you aren't worthy now, you'll live up to that worthiness in the future, the Oracle will say. The gods don't bestow these gifts lightly.
Thank you, Oracle. I will do my best.
All right, I suppose it's your turn. He'll turn to you, Rain.
She stares at the cup and hesitates. I don't think I should touch it.
We're not drinking out of the chalice, out of character.
Well, whatever concerns you might have, just know that we here believe that you can overcome them.
I think you should drink it, Rain.
She hesitates, taking in a breath. Sorry.
You can't run from destiny.
Depends whose destiny. It's not the vision I'm afraid of, it's the chalice. I'm not sure I should touch it or be near it.
Well, if you want, I can just kind of pour it from up here. You just kind of stand down there, open up your mouth, and...
He's like, get
Rain
on your
doesn't laugh.
knees.
Yeah, chug, chug, chug.
Maybe. Although she's questioning that, but... She just sighs and steels herself and holds her hands out for it.
And he'll hand you the chalice filled with that mix. And as you take a sip, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
And I aid her. Just be like, it's okay, everyone has their bad first time.
So, as you're drinking this, you start to see this vision of maybe a grove in the distance. It looks wooded, but all of a sudden, this black takes over, and you just see this darkness for a moment before you hear this voice just in your head saying, "Fuck that. Look for what I want you to find." And
That's
you get
crazy.
this vision of Toa, a place that you're very well familiar with. And you see the obelisk that you first got this connection from. And you get the sense that if you break this obelisk, you'll get this knife. And you can kind of see this knife, but it also kind of looks like a broken mirror, and it's reflecting all back on itself, kind of around in a circle. And you get the sense that Thurisden really wants you to have his weapon called the Blade of Broken Mirrors.
That seems safe.
Totally safe.
So, come out of that and just pulls her cowl down more again, backing off from the chalice from Doth from the group a little. Not too far, just a couple steps back.
What did you see? What happened? Obviously noticing something seems wrong.
Yeah, Thorogren kind of steps forward. You can tell he's very interested.
Someone else took over the vision.
I'll give it 10 minutes, try again. Karasu shrugs.
What did you
It's a
see,
bad
Rain?
Do I know what this knife was exactly? Did he give me the name of it?
He didn't give you the name of it, but I think that you could probably get the sense that it's a dark knife of some sort.
Okay. I'm writing this down real quick, too. He wants me to get this knife. It looks fractured and like a broken mirror.
Doth, do you know what she speaks of?
It was like I was getting a different vision before he took it.
I'm not sure.
I think the first thing we need to figure out is resolving the corruption of Tharizdun in the surrounding area around Pride's Call. I think that lies at the heart of Rain's condition.
I think we need to follow the visions, Jean, and gather these weapons.
Well, not if my family is marching on this place as we speak. Which, Your Grace, do you have scouts? What do they report?
The most recent movements on your family have been on more of the eastern front, places like Blumenthal, and we're nervous about Grimgalier because we know that the king's brother Halfdan will fight, surely.
Dolithil.
The elves will have a hard time taking a mountain fortress.
And you know that the king's brother Halfdan Grim, like your father talked about him quite a bit. Like, he was known as the Giant Slayer. Like, he's a pretty badass warrior and probably the most warlike of the three brothers between Harlan, Halfdan, and what was the third brother's name? Haldir.
I know not what we should do next. We have, my friends, we have much to discuss. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely truthful with all of you.
Karasu looks over. Oh?
Ignoring Karasu, Your Grace, is there any place within your city that is that where we might stay, perhaps clean ourselves,
How's our donkey?
food and drink, that too?
I'm sure
Does
we can
Sisyphus live?
I'm sure we can find some accommodations for you folks.
Please lead the way.
Oh, also,
Karasu.
Your Grace, we brought supplies, rare metals that were meant for Pride's call, but seeing how it doesn't need them anymore, perhaps you could make use of them. But you be careful; there might be a mimic amongst them.
We could have sold them, man. What the fuck are you doing? No.
Well, the king seems
You
generous,
tell him
get offer it, and I'm sure he'll offer us stuff. I'd love.
I would be very interested in entering into a trade partnership with your leader over in Dolitho. We were meant to do that with Pride's Call, but it seems like that has fallen through at the moment, at least.
For now, I have faith it's only temporary.
I hope you're right.
Do Doth or Lethia have any? Do either of you have any idea of what lies at the heart of the mine, or if that is an evil we can purge now or soon?
No, you need the weapons. You need the weapons to fight evil.
Why don't we collect some weaponry first and then give it a go?
I'm not used to this, but I'd be willing to go along with you and assist in your journey if you'd have me. Doth will offer.
More the merrier, personally. At least we're down a donkey.
It's a dangerous road.
I'm not opposed, but I think we need to travel fast in life. And not that a little guidance from on the matters of the mystic would not be unappreciated. I think we should try and travel fast and light on our own.
Up to you, but just know I can probably travel faster than you, and he'll kind of tap you on the shoulder with his staff.
Do I know much about Doth, seeing how I've been here?
Yeah, you would know that he is a druid. He's probably been with this group for about a year to 2 years now. You know that he came from the south, though you never really have gotten the name of the town or the location that he came from in the south. You would know that he is probably evenly matched, if not maybe a little bit more powerful than you guys.
Well, I will say this about Doth here. I don't know much of his past, but from what I have seen in his present, he's probably more than capable than most of us. I don't think he'd slow us down.
Very well.
I say the more allies, the better our chances.
Very well.
Brain doesn't add.
Now, granted, I get it.
Hanger was good.
I still don't know how you all feel about me, but at least I laid it all on the table and was correct. No one died. He kind of bows. Man of my word.
We shall see about that.
He smirks. You should talk to the poor townspeople.
Didn't you have a guard shift to go off to?
No, he's supposed to be keeping an eye on you. His guard shift is now eyes glued to John.
Yeah, he's like, by the way, King, I clocked in about 10 minutes ago.
And John, this was very clear for you too. I think we mentioned this in the last episode.
Yeah.
Like you're free to move around the town. You're not a hostage, but Karasu's keeping an eye on you.
Well, I hope he doesn't intend to watch you sleep. Just eyes Karasu, annoyed.
No, that's just awkward.
Oh, not
It's
to
weird
worry,
for
I
another
don't-
elf to observe an elf trance. That's just... There are limitations.
Well, Karasu, it seems as though you've already gotten to know them very well. Why don't you show them where they can stay in the village? And you would know, Karasu, that there's like a little town, or like basically it's like an Airbnb kind of picture it. Like it's got multiple rooms for people to go and stay in. There's like a bathhouse, like it's meant for this group to go and stay in, but it's not quite an inn. Like there aren't live-in servants. You can't get a drink there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you'd
So
all
we're just
follow
staying
me,
at-
then-
We're just staying at someone's house.
Well, it's an empty house, but yeah.
while they're out probably gathering or hunting, they probably rent the shit.
Are there any establishments in this city that people do drink and, you know,
While we're walking, if the broomstick is up over at Molly's place, she has the best ale. That woman knows how to make a batch.
so a public house.
And that would be the Barrow Hill Inn.
Okay, all right. Well, that's something.
I'd be interested in sampling the ale.
I need a drink.
As do I.
I agree with that.
Before we go any further,
Yes.
we have unfinished business.
Are you gonna slap me with the stupid glove?
I suppose I have to now, don't I?
You see him smirk? He's like, there's a reason I like you.
I have to correct your impudence somehow.
Oh, yes, of course. Then teach away.
Jean, I do not think this is the time or place for confrontation.
I imagine, Throgram, you're like you probably have your hand kind of trying to grip my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying
Here,
to
Jean.
step between the two of you.
Jean, it's okay. Follow me. We can have a little duel contest. That's fine. But at least follow me to a good spot.
Very well.
At least there should be somebody learning.
I think we need
Right?
some answers, considering.
And answers you all will have. Yeah, my word.
Not against you, Jean. I meant against Karasu.
Sure. I'll answer away. Oh, matter of fact, where we're going is a big reason why you were detained at the gate. Let's go say hi to the kids.
I'll follow.
I'm gonna take
I
him
will
to like
too.
the little scamp recruitment camp where they're learning how to fight.
And I guess we bring the donkey without the cart now? Just leave the cart there?
Yeah, you guys. I'd say that Karasu, like the place that you guys are staying, is not too far from like the castle or the main fort. So he'll kind of show you over to that spot where you can drop Sisyphus off and you can drop like your bags off before he leads you into the rest of the town. Karasu pointing out first some of the orphans and refugee children to Jean, and maybe kind of rubbing it in his face that his brothers are a bunch of dicks.
Yep. And
Excuse
Cletus
me.
over there, he fought the good fight against a boar trying to feed his family. Unfortunately, lost his leg last week. So now his 10-year-old son must pick up the spear to feed them. I try to help where I can.
Do you really think you're getting anywhere using the suffering of these children, widows, and infants to make me
Yeah.
have sympathy upon you? Is that
No,
really...
not at all. But I do have one question. How was the silver spoon in the offering back home?
Karasu, you're being most unfair towards Jean.
Just validating a reason why. I'm a little
John,
concerned when half our camp is barely able to fight, and then I hear from elves an entire army is marching on us for no reason.
Jean had nothing to do with it. He was with us.
I realize that now. That's why I'm
Yeah.
validating why.
Are we in a place that's kind of out of view of the kind of widows, infants, etc. at this moment?
Yeah, let's say you kind of walked into a little
Okay.
orchard up the street a little ways.
I force Karasu up against a tree and get really close to his face. Do you have any idea what it was like to grow up amongst those monsters? Do you have any idea the kinds of horrible, disgusting feats of magic I saw them perform on hapless innocents?
You see him stare at you? Yes, I do. You never asked me why I left? He just smiles.
Peace, Jean. Peace. This isn't the place.
John has a right
You
to
see,
be
John?
angry, considering.
I understand your age. It's well placed. Also misplaced.
No, you don't. You don't understand it at all. You have no idea the kind of world I've been thrust into. It's all coming out now. It's all coming out now.
What
I
world
can't fight.
is this?
I can't even fight my own brothers when it would be just to do so because they have my sister held hostage. She's the only thing in my family that means anything to me. I don't expect you to a loner like you to understand something like that.
You get the backhand.
It's on. It's on. It's on, dude. Sword's out. It's on. I'm whistling. It's on.
So, as he backhands you and you start whistling, Karasu laughs. Impotent child, do you understand who the hell you speak to? I don't think you do, or you wouldn't be doing this.
I attack him.
Go ahead.
Roll and
Can
attack roll.
I, try to get in the way to cause disadvantage or something?
Totally. Roll an attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I hold Throgrim back so that he doesn't get
Hey.
disadvantage?
Yo!
I'm gonna cheer him on, honestly.
Look, John means a lot to Rain right now.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. Disadvantage, you said?
But not-
it's regular roll.
Regular? Up to you, DM.
First one's going to be at disadvantage.
Okay, you got it. Okay. Finesse.
19, I think that hits.
Non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill him. Let's see. All right. And I will vex him, by the way.
Oof. What a hit.
11 damage.
He just smiles at him. Keep it coming. Work out all your rage.
I wait for him to retort.
He doesn't. I don't think.
He just opens his arms. Keep it coming. Work out all your rage.
John, stop!
Now
You
can I
saw
pull
the
Thorgrim
Don't
back?
stop him. Don't stop him. Continue, Jean.
We're bound.
I throw my sword down and I just start beating the shit out of him.
There we go. That's a true man. He smiles.
Around this time, you hear this hup, 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 hup of all the fucking soldiers kind of marching in, and they'll start to
calling them all down. Karasu's like, no, let him do it. Let him have it.
Unfortunately, their orders are from a little bit higher than you, so they start to lock Jean up and start to drag him away towards the city dungeon.
I don't resist. I don't resist.
Pulls out his blades. Knock it off. Uncuff him. We're training.
I'm sorry, sir. Our orders are from the king.
I get that. I'll talk to the king later. I'm training.
Well, unfortunately,
Uncuff him.
if you want that, you'll have to go to the king now, and they'll just drag him off and lock him up.
So he's gonna walk with him, annoyed to the king, and just be like, "Listen, it's fine. Uncuff him."
So do you head towards the king then?
Yeah, I actually sprint ahead in advance and tell the king.
All right. Thegro and Rain and Thorgrim, what are you guys doing as Zephyr runs away and you see your friend being let off in chains?
Mind you, the entire time you've been hearing him yell to uncuff him.
I'll follow where they take Jean so I know where he's at.
Yeah, I'll follow as well.
All right, yeah, I'll follow everyone then.
All right. So the three of you follow along and you get led towards what looks to be like a military barracks, and they kind of bar the way as they lead Jean inside.
Oh,
I guess-
was really
Karasu's
looking
gonna
forward
argue
to
with
some
the king.
ale.
Not good at persuasion to try to get them to like drop this or anything like that. Plus, if it's an order from the king, so yeah, I guess she's just, like I said, she's just following to know what building it's in. Really, when they bar them, she just eyes them and eyes the building like night's coming
Karasu's gonna
eventually
approach the
in her
king.
head.
Give
We'll
me
be
a summons
fine,
to
Rain.
get Jean uncuffed. I was training with the boy.
We'll get to that in just a minute, Karasu. He's we're going to finish out this scene and then we'll go to the king because this is two separate locations. So Kaya and I think Thorgrim, go ahead. Or Rain and Thorgrim.
Oh, I just say, he'll be fine, Rain. We all had the visions. We all have a higher purpose now. They can't keep him locked up.
Yes, they can, Thorgrim.
Find it now.
Considering what his
not for long
family
if they
did.
want us to. Oh, they know he's not part of that. And plus, he had the vision too. They know we need him.
Well, one way or the other, he'll end up out of these chains.
Just give it some time. How about we all get a drink from that tavern Karasu was
I'm all
mentioning?
right.
It would do us all good.
You go on ahead. I'm going to wait here.
Thegro? Drink?
Yes. Yeah, please.
Drink?
Yes.
I go off with Thegro to the tavern.
And I back off
All
into
right,
an
you guys
alley
may-
and sulk in the dark shadows. But I keep an eye on the building.
We'll move to Karasu as you enter into the king's chambers where he's kind of sitting in conference with Doth and with Pythia.
I don't mean to sound rude, but I need you to release the young kid. I was training him.
He attacked you in the street.
Oh, yes, but I did antagonize it. trust me, King, I love and revere you. You know this. I've been one of your strongest allies. I think I know him, so, like, we're gonna work out some things that might be aggressive.
Now, for optics, what does it look like to the people on the street, the orphans, the refugees, to see one of our leaders, you, attacked in the street by a man whose family is attacking all of us here?
Okay, so poor optics, I agree. He's still young. I mean, he's the
you're
sister
breaking up.
hostage, so I could understand why he's a little strung
Yeah.
up. Oh,
You were breaking up real bad.
can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was just
Yes.
internet fluke.
Well, he did inform me a few new things, like they're holding his sister hostage, so that's why he can't really attack. So I get why he's so angry and wants to vent. Granted, he attacked me before I brought him in front of the kids who would learn combat, so I guess that would be poor timing, but that was probably my problem, not his.
I think, if anything, he probably needs the night to cool off, and we can reevaluate this in the morning. But I think that it's
I
best that
don't
maybe the
want to
two
look
of you
like
stay
even a
separated
bigger
for the night.
liar to the party. That's the problem. If I'm
I think at the
actually
very-
one of these so-called heroes, then the whole party already hates me, so what's the point of pissing them off more?
At the very least, Karasu, I think that it's an order for you that you stay away from him for the rest of this evening. Reevaluate tomorrow, sir.
Understood. He bows. He's going to walk back to where they were and pick up Jean's sword.
Oh, I would have grabbed that if that was there. I wouldn't have
Oh,
left it on the ground.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't hear anyone say that, but that's why he was like, I'm getting
Sorry.
Jean's sword for him.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you're fine.
And we'll move to Jean, who is thrown into a jail cell. There is a window kind of up on the wall. But yeah, you're in a cell. There's a seat in the corner. You're the only person in here. And you are also
Stop.
muted if you're trying to talk.
I was just saying that that it was appropriate that it was muted. I kind of scramble up onto the one seat in there. I don't mouth off or resist at all. I go willingly with the guards. By the way, I do not resist when they take me, and I don't really respond to sorry, Karasu's please to release me. I get it. I understand.
I never said please.
Oh, okay. I understand why I'm in here. And at this point, I really don't care. Like, my life is kind of over anyway. Not like over, but like, well, could be worse. Couldn't be much worse.
I'd say probably after about 45 minutes to an hour of your contemplation in here,
Yeah,
you'll receive a visit. And you'll notice the king will come up to your bars and will nod his head at you and just say, well,
Your Grace,
isn't exactly what I meant.
yeah, I suppose that this is not becoming of somewhat of my station or for that matter of my race. I beg your pardon. Although I don't think that's going to be much use to me now. What I don't think you're going to be killing me I know I'm too valuable of a hostage, but whatever punishment I'm due, I suppose I've earned it, and I'll take it in due course.
How's this for a punishment? How about you have to work with Karasu to track down these items so we can save the world together? There's
Nice.
bigger things more than just petty friendships or petty relationships. We need to save this world from these dark gods that are attacking it.
I wholly agree. You have my word. I will stay true to this mission. Although I'm not really sure how much my my noble bond means now that I don't really have a family to be bonded to.
I think you two might have more in common than you realize. And that might
You
be
keep
what
saying-
causes you to butt heads.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
What do you know of your mother's family?
What do you know about my mother?
I know that what she became isn't what she started off as. And I don't know that she'd be very happy with the way that your father's doing things or your brothers are doing things. I think that she's a little bit more like you, and she's a little bit more like her brothers than you realize. And I would say, up till this point, you really only knew about one of your mom's brothers.
No. You can't be serious. No. Your Grace, no. Please. Please. This is part of the punishment, is it not? I have to treat Karasu like he's my family?
You are able to treat him however you want to. But I think that you should know all of the information. I'm putting my cards out on the table for you because I don't want us to be enemies, Jean. I think that we could be allies down the line, and I truly need your help because without you guys, I don't know how my people here will survive.
Look, I'm not sure I can lead an army in the open field on your behalf, but I think these weapons are at the heart of all of our destinies. So that I can do. But are you telling me that Karasu is my uncle?
He'll kind of shake his head and, yeah.
Ah! Cut away.
And we'll go to probably Thegro and Throgrim as you guys enter into a rather nice-looking tavern. Entering in, you see a couple of orcs sitting at one table. There's a large group of halflings sitting over at another table, a couple of dwarves at a table, and then there's a tiefling who's operating the bar.
Where would you like to sit, Thegro?
Let's take that corner spot so we can see the door and the people's going in and out. Just because.
Very good. Do you want to catch up with some of your kin?
Yes, actually, I think I might for a couple of minutes. I'll walk up to the nearest, I guess, curiously, did DM for Marrow Tribe Orcs, did we look slightly different than the other tribes, or do we all kind of look the same?
I would say
kind of like where we're from.
the same physically, but you probably would have had distinct like war paint or like different like tribal emblems like on the flags that you would carry or like your coat of arms, I guess I would say.
Okay. I'll just kind of like walk up to the nearest orc and be like, hail, brother orc. I don't even know. Just ask him if he's seen any like Marrow tribe people, or if he knows of any other like orc tribes that are around, if anything like that.
Oh, my fellow, you are a Marrow tribesman. All of us here are from the Marrow tribe.
Like many other times, I pulled up on for food.
How long have you been here in this town? I thought I didn't know there were any survivors of the last attack.
Yeah, your raid would have been about 5 years ago, right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so he'd probably respond with, "We've been wandering for years, but about two years ago we were brought in under the banner of King Koresh. He offered us a home."
How have they been? How are they treating the orcs here?
No different than the humans or the halflings. We are all equals here.
That's amazing. I never thought I would really see that in our times.
No, we didn't either, especially when our own peoples drove us out. What do you know of the raid that separated the Marrow tribe apart?
Actually, not much, truthfully. I was knocked out during one of the battles, and I woke up, I don't even know when, just in a pile of bodies.
It seems as though the orcs from across the mountain allied with some of the Dark Elves to destroy us. And those few survivors that made it out fled to the west, and all of us settled here. But you have a home here, Brother Orc.
Like reliability.
And the others
Thank
who
you,
are
my
sitting at
friend.
this table with them will all like kind of welcome you and like buy you a drink even and make sure that you're
Aw.
fed and you're taken care of while you're in town.
Aww. Aww.
It's family.
Yay. My family.
And
Thank you, Brother Orcs. I am very honored to join you in a drink and maybe a song if you guys are up for it, but I need to converse with my friend about some goings on that we've got, and I might get back with you later on tonight.
Of course, join us anytime that you feel that you need to. You are always welcome among your friends here.
Thank you very much. Quick question for you, though. Is there a fighting arena or a pit down here somewhere?
Well, we do offer a contest of fisticuffs every weekend evening, and we do a little tournament. It starts on Olsen and runs through Ulison. A little 3-day event. It's a tournament. And the main winner moves on and takes home the pot.
Very nice. Well, thank you again very much. I will see you around, and I will definitely be joining you guys soon.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna go. I'm with Thorgrim, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're with Throgan. Throgan, did you stick with him, or did you maybe up to the bar to grab a drink?
I couldn't remember who I was with.
I got one for Thagro too, but yeah, I would have allowed him I would have gave him privacy for that. So I'm just at the bar or at the corner where he wanted to sit.
Cool. So yeah, you'll rejoin each other, and we're going to bounce over quickly to Rain, who is probably still in the alleyway, I would assume.
I would assume I saw the king come over, though, because I was keeping an eye on the building. So I think did he come in like a carriage or just walked with an entourage?
So this is a little bit meta, but secret passage.
So I don't. Okay, I don't know he's there then. Shit. Okay. Then yeah, Rain doesn't do a whole lot except, like I said, she sort of watches the building. She might disappear a little to sort of walk around the perimeter of it to sort of see an idea of how the building's laid out, how the guards move with it. Basically, using the rest of the day to plan a prison break.
I would say that the building looks pretty secure all the way around.
Yeah.
Like, this is a military barracks. It's going to be hard to probably bust into, and you'll notice that there is a pretty frequent patrol that's moving their way around the building. That being said, you do notice a window that's kind of up above some crates that you could kind of climb up and look in and listen in on if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll try that. See if I can hear anything worthwhile. Stealthily,
yeah,
of course.
And I would say that you probably catch the tail end of that conversation that the king and Jean were having.
Do I get the part where he charged Jean to go out and get the relics with everybody else? Or just the part about Karasu being his uncle?
I would say the tail end. So you get the part of Karasu being his uncle.
Okay. Is this window like the one in his cell? Or is it a different window that I'm just hearing the echo of it?
No, this is like the one right above his cell. Like, so picture like the four walls of the building, like it's a square building. There's a dungeon kind of in the corner. It's boxed in on all four sides with bars. And then there's two sides are the wall, like the stone wall, and up on one of those stone walls is this window that you're kind of peeking in on. So it's like got these bars across the window, probably not even big enough for like a human to crawl through, but you're able to hear and see, I would say.
Yeah. I will wait for the rest of this conversation, I guess, and keep eavesdropping if there is more to it.
All right. Before we get to that, let's move to Karasu, who has left the king and is making his way somewhere into the city. You've been told to stay away from Jean. Do you follow that order, or what do you do?
Well, he's not going to antagonize him anymore, and he's not going to talk at him. He was just going to sit on the other side of the boxes in the window while carving. He's carving a little gauntlet. I sent you the image.
Yeah, if you go into the barracks or the jailhouse and the king sees you, he will kick you out again.
No, he's not going inside. He's on the outside of it. Funny enough, where she was spying, he wants to sit by those crates.
Okay, so you're over where it was. Okay, got you.
The two lurkers.
All right, are you doing anything else at the moment, or are you just whittling away?
Whittling, carving, pulling out like a die set. He's going to take some time on the carving.
Got you. So let's bounce back to King Koresh and Jean.
Oh,
with Rain in the window.
Still there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry, has he said anything else?
I think. Oh, what was the last thing he said?
He
I think
confirmed.
he basically had confirmed that he was your uncle. Yeah.
And then you shouted like "no" or something.
Yeah.
You're on top of the crates, Sarah. He's just sitting under the crates.
Yeah, I don't have a lot left to say. I'm just kind of in shock, and my world has been turned upside down. Yeah.
Well, why don't?
Else to say?
Are you cooled off enough that I don't have to worry about you?
Yes. I You have my word, Your Majesty. I will not disturb the peace of your city or your kingdom henceforth.
Or why don't you come with me back to my chambers and have a drink?
Yes, Your Grace. Kind of unsure about this.
He'll lead you through this secret passage back up towards his, castle, and you'll go back into like that same sort of entrance chamber that you guys were in earlier. And there will be Pythia, there will be Doth, and the king all there. And while you guys are kind of drinking probably like Hippocras or brandy or something that nobles will drink.
Yeah, good name drop on Hippocras. We drink in Hippocras.
Love it. I would say it's around this time that both Doth and Pythia are kind of looking at each other, and Pythia's like, "So, do you think we should tell him?" And Doth will nod his head and say, I think this one is closer to her than any of the others are." And Pythia will look to you, Jean, and say, "How affected do you think your friend is by Thurisdan?"
Her eyes are blackened. I trust you have seen this. Apart from the eyes, I know not. I don't think she's compromised by it. I think she retains her will and her ability to act on her own. I think whatever it is present in her mind, and
she mentioned that her vision was stolen earlier and replaced by something else.
yes, her darkened eyes. That's why she travels with her hood obscuring her face. She's ashamed.
No, I mean the visions that were given to you by the goblet, the chalice.
Yes. That's her vision of what the portend of the gauntlet was obscured by some foul conjuring of Thurisdan.
I had Doth drink from the goblet as well after you had left, and he received the vision too. But we are very worried about your friend, and our plans could be turned on their head if she decides to turn on us.
She will not.
Do you know that she has full control of herself? Has she ever acted without her own control?
No. Never.
Do you want to roll me a deception check?
I don't want to bargain with you because I see what you mean, but I don't think Sean believes that she killed, like, that guy died because of her.
Though that wasn't the question. The question was, did she do something that was out of her control?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, I was I have an office and I have very few outlets in my office, so I was charging my phone downstairs. Okay, these. Oh, I'm very good at this. Not. Oh, wait. Oh shit. Okay.
14's not too
Is it
bad for
14?
not being good.
The 14 or the nat 1?
You weren't at disadvantage or advantage, so we'll take the 14.
Okay, cool. We need to toggle and remember to toggle that off.
They believe you.
Okay.
With a 2 on the dice.
Sweet.
My knight.
That's right.
And from there, I think, Rain, I would have said that you would have probably heard that they were leaving.
Yeah.
Do you follow them back towards the castle?
I don't think she would. I mean, she would assume they're going to the castle, but she probably ran around the front and then saw that no one came out and then probably put together there was a passage or something.
I would say you probably also ran into Karasu when that happened as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So she kind of just frowns a bit seeing Karasu, but...
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, you
Whittling. Rather relaxing, you should try.
I write poetry or play music to relax.
Poetry. That's a good course. You said music as well?
You can't.
He nods. I assume there's some sort of secret passage between this guardhouse and the castle.
He nods. Sly bastard, I didn't expect him to do that. I thought for sure he'd just walk up.
Do you think the king will let Jean go tonight?
I do. I'm assuming they're just having a talk. One they didn't want us to hear because I'm sure they probably saw us somehow.
I doubt they saw me.
Oh. I doubt they saw me. He looks up, but and then he goes, shh. Maybe heard. Yeah, most likely heard.
So you're his uncle. You have an interesting way of showing familial affection.
Well, let's just say his side of the family is not that fun. Never had any grievance with him, though.
Every time I learn a little bit about his family, I like them even less. Maybe I should give in to Thurston and just unleash me onto his family and army.
Did you just say Thursday? What?
Oh,
I mean, as
right,
much as I would
know.
say that would be very funny, I really don't like that.
Forgot you weren't there.
The hard part would be stopping at his family.
Well, I'm going to wait by the castle. Kind of hope to talk to him before we sleep tonight. Have
Understood.
fun whittling.
You as well. And I'm sorry if it means anything. I'd rather have this been totally different.
Is he actually sorry?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want an insight, can I have advantage, man? Because I'm taking my time.
Sure.
So it's not like a Thagro duck? I mean, dude whittles shit all the time.
Oh, with a nat 1, I definitely believe you're sorry. In fact, I think you're just heartbroken over this.
Yeah, he genuinely is. He doesn't want to... He didn't want it to come to this. He wanted it to be rainbows and unicorn farts, but he knows the world's a bitch.
And I would say from what you have heard, too, of Jean's family from Jean, Rain, he hasn't told you a ton, but from what he has told you, it doesn't sound like he grew up in the best environment. And knowing that his uncle got the fuck out of there doesn't really shock you, I would say.
Yeah. So she probably had to lift her head up a bit to see you like fully for that insight, which you now would notice her black eyes because you weren't there for that either. And then sort of.
Karasu kind of eyes you for a brief moment.
Suppose I can understand the situation you were in too. John means a lot to me, and I tend to be a little blinded by that. I've lost a lot recently. I don't think I could handle losing him.
He's not going to say your brother, even though that's how we met you guys.
Yeah.
He just nods slowly. Well,
just next time, maybe just talk to us before you send us between two armies.
Yes, it was a sticky situation. I couldn't reveal too much, but I hate that so much. I also had my suspicions maybe it wasn't him. I was hoping it wasn't. He was always a good kid. His brothers were dicks.
Well, it sounds like he's stuck in his situation. So
I would agree. Well, it's good that he has camaraderie such as you. Just remember.
Not so sure about that.
Don't let the dark take you.
And with that, we'll bounce over to Thegro and Throgrim at the bar. At the Barrow Hill Inn.
Back to happy music.
You have a certain wisdom about you. A simplicity, if you don't mind me saying, but a respectful kind.
Thank you, friend.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Ever since Paylor has revealed himself to me, I've always got me questioning, why does anyone choose to do evil deeds? Surely it only ends in damnation. So why do they do it?
Sometimes it's sometimes easier to be bad and do the wrong thing than it is to do the right thing.
You think
all I can say? I don't know. After that,
it's just easier.
I think it's easier. I don't know. It's
maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
I never thought of that. Like I said, you're wise in your ways. I'll have to think more about this.
I'll make you a duck the next time I get a stick.
I look forward to that. I like clap him on the shoulder.
I will make you a duck.
So, do you think the others will be joining us anytime soon?
I don't know. I don't think Rain will, but I'm not sure about everybody else.
How long do you think we should wait here? The ale is good, though.
I mean, after
3 more
Rain
drinks.
After Rain would have left, Karasu would have probably walked over to that tavern.
Did he come in yet?
Karasu enters in. And do you join the other two up at the bar?
Yeah.
Is Karasu still wounded or beat up?
Karasu's got a good shank on him.
Do you
He
come
did
up and
say
sit with us?
non-lethal, so it's probably just a really
did
big
say non-lethal.
bruise.
It's like WWE when they do the chest slaps. He's got the giant bar mark from the sword.
That would hurt though.
Yeah, 11 damage of that is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a chest strap going.
Karasu, come here. Let me fix you up quick.
It's quite all right. I do appreciate the kind gesture.
Are you
Think it
sure?
wait a little longer.
There's no need for the discomfort.
Oh, I've had about a week of discomfort so far, so what's a little more?
Oh, very well.
What are you boys drinking?
The house ale. It's quite good.
Right? Molly knows how to make a batch. Tonight I feel like mead, though.
So I was asking Thagro a question earlier, and I'm curious what you think. Why do you think anyone chooses to do evil?
He picks up his mead and takes a long draft and then kind of looks over and goes, well, a few reasons come to mind. Power, control, weakness, fear of it. Evil takes many forms. I guess it all depends. If I were to say strip you of all of your power, all of your possessions, throw you into the woods, and wolves were all around you, and then a voice whispered in your mind, I can give you power. Would you take it, or would you die?
Well, it depends. What's the cost?
Oh, nothing too much, just you lose control every now and then. Maybe you wake up with blood on your hands, but you don't remember.
But you lose your soul in the process? Nothing's
Well,
worth
I never
that.
said that. Because no one ever tells you that. That's always the hidden fine print, right?
Well, I think it would be quite obvious. But that's just me. I might be more knowledgeable in those things. Like, he acts like he's kind of like proud of himself for that. Like,
He just smiles. Yes.
like leans back in his chair, like, yes.
You're just kind of like,
With good
yeah, too bad I'm
intentions.
based.
Yeah. He's like, also, it could be from good intentions, Thagro. Sometimes you don't have a say in evil.
Oh, I disagree.
Like, the
There's
poor
always a
elves
say.
who are rallying the charge, they're probably not told what reality is. They're probably just rallying because their king fed them something. So they think they're just, even though they're not.
Exactly. They're not, though.
But it does not make all
That's
of
what
them
matters.
evil, just the ones controlling. Just like our friend Rain. She's not evil. Something wants her to be.
Not yet.
I've seen her resist and twinge.
I think we must keep an eye on her, though.
I personally believe the girl can fight it off. And if not, there's magic out there that can.
I hope so. Do you have any thoughts
And
about
if
Rain,
not,
Thagro?
then maybe we just call Pelor Ford, right?
something like that eludes me currently. Thagro, any thoughts on Rain?
Is mourning her brother and in a lot of pain. After that, she is hiding something. Don't know what, good or bad.
Well, you do know.
But all we can do is trust her.
She did confess to everyone.
True to a degree.
But
That's true. That's true. I forgot about that.
you know Thurston is in her.
Even Karasu now.
Yeah. Because as a player, I'm terrible at remembering who's where at the time.
I thought I knew the base.
Yeah, I'm terrible at remembering details in conversations, honestly.
Karasu will chime in. I will say this, though. It's best to stay strong for her in her times of weakness, because that will empower her. If she believes all is lost and then looks to her friends and they think all is lost, well, that's not a good combination, now is it?
That's true. I just think we need to be cautious is all.
Right.
All right. We'll move to Rain wandering her way through the city, making her way back up towards the castle in town.
I don't go in because I don't think I'm allowed, so I don't even try. I just kind of, like, if the castle gates, are in front of me, I'll back off into the shadows and sit there and wait. Hug my knees and wait. Lots of role-playing for me tonight.
So I'd say probably after another hour or so, Jean will come out. But before we get to that, let's go back into the room with Jean and Pythia, Doth, and King Koresh.
There's just one thing I can't abide. It's this talking of Rain as if she isn't even here, as if we're talking about her very fate and whether we even trust her, as if she's just an object or a thing.
Well, I don't know that that's the case, but we are worried about if there is something inside her, this information getting back to the gods.
Do you have a solution? Doth, Clethia, do either of you have a solution for exercising the Rizdun from her body or her soul or mind, wherever it lies?
From what I was able to see in my visions is if we are able to collect these artifacts and if you're able to use them against the Rizdun in this war, we're able to stop the gods, the dark gods, from coming back, because we know it's not just the Rizdun. He's probably got Zahir and Loth or somebody else is with him. He's not on his own. He's too mad for that. But if we're able to collect these weapons and stop them from coming back, there's a chance we can save Rain. So your priority needs to be finding these things.
Not can save her, but these artifacts, you say?
From what I can see, yes.
And so be it. That is what we must do.
Doth here, he isn't widely travelled, but he's a good hand at things. And if anything, he might be able to find the fifth and final piece if we're not able to get it from Rain.
I should hope we don't have to think about it that way quite yet, although I appreciate Doth's help.
Oh, you're welcome.
She's still with us. She's still in control of herself, and I know that she will help us.
But she wasn't granted the vision to see where this artifact is.
True. She may regain more control and end up being able to see what she cannot see now. It may return to her in time.
It's possible, and we are going to hope for the best, but we have to plan for the worst.
I'm not opposed to you joining us, Doth. I'm not against you. I also don't think I have much of a choice. But I won't allow you to decide arbitrarily whether she's fallen or if she hasn't.
That's not my judgment to make at all. I'm here strictly to help you guys find these things, and that's what I'm going to do.
Very well. Then I have no quarrel with you joining us.
If anything, I'm here to help heal and fight.
Very well. I'm not opposed to you joining us. Tell me, before I rejoin my companions, because I yearn for a type of company, for some merriment and joy and singing, and to be frank, a bath. I really could do with a bath. What have you received any envoys from my father, or missives, or anything of that nature? I'm just curious of how he's communicating his machinations for the realm.
Well, we received this declaration, as I showed you earlier. We've had our scouts moving around, and after he attacked Blumenthal, that was really the surprise right there that caught us off guard. It was the Pearl Harbor, if you want, where they kind of snuck that attack in on him. But also I would say it's the assassinations and also sabotage, I would say, that your brothers have been doing. So, like, the main force attacked Blumenthal, which, let me pull up the main map again for you right here. So, they're from Maleismere up here towards the top of the map. They came down, and their surprise attack was here on Blumenthal. But you also know that there was certain things, because you came down kind of on this track. So you started in Maleismere, you came down to Blade Garden, you went to Felderwin, and you came over here to D-Stock, and then that's when you kind of went west over the mountains and met up with the rest of the group, right? He would say that there's been like sabotage and assassinations in Blade Garden, Felderwin, Herathis, and D-Stock as well, to kind of undermine the leaders there and hurt the cause at the end of the day. From what the scouts can see, is the troops, instead of going this direction, towards the west, towards Shattengrad. They're turning towards the east and going towards like Grimgalier is the last that the scouts had seen of them. Which doesn't bode well. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and Grimgalier, that's a stronghold of the dwarves.
It is indeed, yeah. And you would also know that the Dark Elves are mostly from this eastern part of the continent, like over here. So if they're attacking Grimgalier, there's a possibility that the Dark Elves are involved in that attack.
Grimgalier is lost. That does not bode well. I guess I do want to really rejoin my folks quickly here. I have one last. I guess I have a question for you, DM. Assassinations and stuff. Is that the sort of thing that they have carried out on their own, or I guess did my brothers? I guess is there like is there like a mage corps or like a guild of mages that we control, or
I mean, to be fair, the three of your brothers together could probably take down a city.
Yeah.
One of them on their own could definitely handle a small village. We are talking about a family of powerful elven wizards, you know.
Right. Well, I guess there's no backing out now. We're going to have to face them at some point. I guess I just need to figure out some sort of legal justification to do so without... Oh, who am I kidding? There's no such thing as legal justification anymore.
I mean, declare for me and I'd protect you. And I'd offer you your same lordship and status among my people.
You flatter me, Your Grace. I can protect myself. I always have. That's not my concern. My concern is my dear sister, who still lies at Malaesmere and is at my father's mercy. And if my instincts for this sort of thing, which my childhood has taught me anything, are not the greatest, she likely will be betrothed in marriage to someone within the Dark Elven court to forge some sort of a deeper alliance between the two of us.
Good read.
And I reckon I'm not going to let that happen. So if you can assist me in that, I shall be most grateful. But I think my attention will turn to the east before I turn to these bronze gauntlets, which all my compatriots observed deities within their visions. I saw no such thing. I saw a city which DM, I know that this isn't a carbon copy of Critical Role Exandria, but is Aor, like, the disaster of Aor, like, known of, or is it? Because I know that's especially
for an elf whose family survived the calamity, you would know of Aor.
Okay. Aor was a city that rose against the gods, if I remember correctly. They had a weapon.
I would say yes, they rose against the gods, but they rose against the betrayer gods. So this was in the war between the prime deities and the betrayer gods, and they sided with the prime deities. And basically, they built weapons that could hopefully kill gods. And it was knocked out of the sky during this war, and there were no survivors. I would say go ahead and roll me a history check just real quick, too.
Sure.
I'd give you advantage for being into the bronze gauntlets for most of your entire life.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of their lore.
Oh, yeah. 26.
Oh,
you got
shit.
this.
Is that
Nat
nat
20?
That's a nat 20.
So you would have heard the legend of the Forgotten Warrior. And
Oh, that's badass.
he was a warrior, a bronze gauntlet, who fought during this battle, this war between the deities. And the gods, the betrayer gods, were so upset with his prowess that they cursed his name. And so nobody remembers who he was. And so that's kind of the legend that you would know right there. But you would also know that he's like the bronze gauntlet that every bronze gauntlet lives up to be, even though nobody knows his name.
That's so badass. He was so cool that the gods were like, yeah, you don't get a name anymore. You know
Took
what?
it right
Fuck
away.
you. Yeah, fuck you, dude. You don't get a name anymore. I will be filling the shoes, or rather the gauntlets, of the Forgotten Warrior.
And I would say, too, that with your knowledge of the world, that if you're able to kind of get these powerful items together and you're able to defeat the gods, defeating your brother is going to be no problem. But right now, I would say that you're a little bit hesitant about going against your family directly, too.
Oh yeah. They'll use my sister as ammo. Yeah, for sure. Well, Your Grace, High Priestess, Doth, I have much to think about, and I have comrades and Annie kind of scowls, an uncle to discuss much with. I ask that I take my leave.
Would you do a favor for me, Jean?
I will if I can, my king.
Would you stay inside tonight while we smooth things over in the city?
Here in the castle?
No, just in the manor that we've provided for you.
Oh, very well, Your Grace.
And to be fair, you did have open reign of the city until you punched Karasu in the face. No, they've got you on a somewhat house arrest.
Yeah, no, there are my actions have consequences. My actions have consequences.
But on your way out of the building, you would probably immediately see Rain, who's just been waiting like a lost puppy outside.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you with the others?
Wanted to
Where are
make
the
sure
others?
you were all right. She stands and brushes herself off. They went to get a drink at that Molly's place Karasu mentioned.
Oh. Well, I'm confined to house arrest after the stunt I pulled back there, and I guess I kind of deserve it. I lost my temper. It's not every day that you learn that your uncle is kind of a impudent ass.
I understand why you lost it. That's why I helped you make sure Thorgrim didn't get in the way. Probably not the best. I imagine I'd get a lecture at the temple.
I appreciate it. You stood up for me so quickly.
Of course, Sean.
If
I need
aside
to
from
make
my
it
sister. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
We're walking back to the manor where we're supposed to stay. Too. Aside from my sister, if she still lives, and he kind of gets this far off look in his eye. Aside from my uncle, my other uncle, before I knew Karasu existed, you four are the only people I have left in all of Exandria.
I know that feeling, Jean. I
suppose you do.
If we get these weapons...
And we will.
Although I'm not so sure we should get mine, but... I will help you with whatever it takes to free your sister. You have my word.
See? Now we're even. You always said you were uncomfortable with my oath. Now you've just sworn one to me.
Guess you're rubbing off on me a little bit.
Huzzah!
No, that'll come later.
Yeah.
Whoa! Damn!
Haven status.
Whoa! You have to give me advantage after that. That's crazy. I'm kidding.
Depends on the roll.
Yeah.
Is there a lot?
Don't think you need advantage against rain.
Okay. All right.
You guys arrive at this kind of fancy-looking manor. It's if you go inside, it's kind of broken up into several rooms. There's a nice bathing room, but each of you guys does have their own individual room to stay in tonight. You notice Sisyphus just out in the front yard, just kind of chilling out there. He looks happy, much happier than he has in the last few days, and you guys can enter into the room. Before we get there, though, let's bounce back over to Karasu, Thegro, and Throgrim sitting at the bar.
Karasu's
How long
gonna
have
look
we-
over at Thegro. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask how long we've been here.
I would say this is probably on the 2.5 hour mark. I would say that the orcs over at the let's call them this table over here, they've bought you guys dinner, just because you're friends with Thegro.
Aww. Sound like nice guys.
Maybe we should sit with them.
We very much could.
I'd say if you go over and you've sat with them for a little while, you've learned a little bit about them. One of them is a miner. He's more of a prospector than a hard rock, deep rock kind of a guy like you would know Throgrim, but he goes around and he kind of picks up mineral deposits or pans for gold in the river. Another one of these guys is a fisherman, so they actually kind of go out to a lot of their spots together. These guys are, old friends. Let's call them Pock and Locke. So
Nice.
They go out and they do. They go out and they, one of them fishes in the river, does a little fly fishing, and then the other one pans for gold. And then the third orc over here, his name is Bill, and he is a farmer.
I spend my time with them trying to convince Pock that the real treasure's deep underground in the mountains. He's got to dig deep for him.
Oh, I don't
I
know.
go on like
Getting
about like
down.
jewels and gold, adamantine.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't go underground for an extended period of time. I'm afraid of the dark.
Oh?
But we can see in the dark, my friend.
I'm terrified of it. I don't like being underground. Haven't you ever heard of cave-ins?
That is fair. That is fair.
Thogren, he just kind of like smiles about cave-ins.
Oh my god.
Rossi was looking at Burger like, oh, why are you laughing?
Oh, I'm just thinking of a metaphor I once used, but it doesn't fit this situation.
Bow chicka bow bow.
Oh, it always fits.
Karasu jokingly starts to say, like, I was wondering. Let me see if I can get this pitch right. I was wondering. He starts speaking Orcish to them. Who would be stronger, you, who breaks rocks all day, or my friend Thegro here?
What, do you want an arm wrestle?
Could be a good show. I'll get us more mead.
Yeah, one of them will arm wrestle with you.
Oh, he's not offering it for him. He's putting Thegro up there.
Yeah, for Thegro. Go ahead and roll me either a d20 or let's call it an athletics check for you, Thegro, if you're down to arm wrestle. Oh, you get beat pretty bad. You rolled a 19 to your 7.
Well, looks like Jinx on me for now. He laughs. Starts ordering rounds.
Yeah, I'd say at this point in time, the halflings, there's probably like 6 of them that were all over at this table, like kind of sitting on each other's shoulders, come over and start joining in and drinking with you guys and just eating with you guys and just having a good time. You can tell that there's a little bit of trepidation about this incoming war, and so they're trying to have a good time while the good times are still around, and soak that in, because you get this sense of fear throughout the group kind of underlying. Those smiles that come don't always reach the eyes, and they don't last for as long as they should for a generally happy group.
Karasu starts feeding them a lot more booze and getting the tavern drunk. That is his goal. Even starts singing, "Fuck you, I'm drunk. Fuck you, I'm drunk."
Love it. Thegro and
I got more in the trunk.
do you go as hard as Karasu does this evening?
No,
Will not.
Yeah, Throgrove doesn't go crazy.
All right. Thegro, I'm sorry, I didn't get yours. Are you good and drunk?
I'm probably fairly tipsy at this point, but I'm definitely not gonna go like super. I'm probably not gonna go the hard or anything. Maybe another drink, but that'd probably be about it.
All right. So can I just get a Constitution saving throw from Karasu then?
Oh, he knew what he got himself into. He's trying to rally the troops.
You're feeling just fine.
This ain't shit on me.
That elven constitution.
I'm trained stronger stuff out in the woods.
So you guys are just having a nice little party over here, and we'll bounce back over to the less happy scene of Rain and Jean.
So are we at the manor?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are inside it now.
I'm sorry I wasn't truthful with all of you right away. I didn't think it didn't happen. In my wildest dreams, I didn't think that something this awful would ever happen. I mean, I knew my family was, to put it mildly, deranged with delusions of domination, but I didn't think that they would try and literally take over Exandria.
I understand wanting to keep secrets, Jean. And it sounds like your family is one you wouldn't want to really share.
No. They, at almost every opportunity, they've tried to turn every good thing in my life into bad. There was this one time, I was said to be betrothed to another elven house, an important one, but not to anything substantial. I was supposed to marry someone's third daughter, I mean, we had thrown this huge betrothal dinner at the castle. I think I was around in my 50s, so I was very young, and they poisoned the bride and tried to make me look like I did it. And it was only through my father's intervention, and now that I think about it, that they had made it too obvious that it was all the task of some footpad that I escaped with my life, that they didn't have to kill me out of honor.
John, I'm so sorry. That's horrible.
Oh, I mean, that's just like, that's pretty mild. I wasn't even really that closely attached to the girl. I mean, she was, pretty and comely and all that, but it was just a political marriage, but they just did it to humiliate me.
Still, she had to perish just so that they could blame you and hurt you.
Yeah, that's elven politics. That's what my once proud race has fallen to. A bunch of infighting, bickering, killing, manipulation, seduction.
All the better that you don't go back to that, then. You're far better than any of that.
I'll never be able to go back. Truly. Aside from you and the others, I'm well and truly on my own. Rain, where do you think we're standing right now? Like, where do you think we are in the manor?
Probably just fairly in like this opening space. I mean, I don't imagine diving into this deep conversation. They decided, or maybe they did decide to go to a room. I don't know.
Okay.
She would
They're in
follow
the
your
bath.
lead, I guess. Yeah.
No. We are absolutely not in the bath. Jean would never allow that to happen.
Caven.
They're laying atop that tiger skin rug right over here in the second room.
Fireplace running.
I got that poem that you gave me last night.
Oh. I mean, of course. She just blushes.
It was beautiful. There's no need to be embarrassed. Although I have a long way to go before I can, in any seriousness, call myself a silver knight.
I don't think you have that far to go. You're one of the most honorable people I've ever met. Maybe your family's not the best on the moral scale, but that doesn't mean that you are a part of that. You are amazing.
You know, resisting the influence of a betrayer god is not something just anyone can do. You know that, right? And I'm close right now. I'm like close to you. And I kind of put my finger on your clavicle. You are amazing. Have you seen yourself in battle? You whirl around like deadly bladed shadows, melding with the shadows cast by your enemies, and their blows just glance through you like wind through leaves. Your precision and live dancing is as deadly as it is almost. Jean kind of begins to blush. Alluring and almost and I'm guessing like we're just kind of like our eyes are just kind of looking at each other.
Yeah. I like your dance on the field as well. Your song. I hate that they've told you that it's not worthy. You carry that blade and you're worthy of it. She just kind of blushes a little awkward again and...
Sorry, 1 second. My girlfriend called.
Great timing for her.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. No. So like, brief aside, I've had this conversation with a good trusted like D&D friend of mine in like real life, and I'm like, it will never not be a little awkward.
Oh yeah.
But Danny doesn't care. Anyway. One second, guys. 1 second, guys.
Nope. No worries. Not like I'm
So
not
we'll bounce
blushing
back
myself.
We'll bounce back to the bar to give you guys just a minute, and we'll go to Thegro, Thorogrim, and Karasu. Karasu's pretty well and drunk at this point in time. I'd say that the halflings have introduced themselves to you guys. You've got Ted, Ned, and Fred, who are all brewers. They all like brewing beer, and they will tell you all about the different types, and we'll try and get you guys to sample several of them while sitting at the bar. Willie is another farmer. Sophia is his wife, and she is also a farmer. And Alex is a musician, and she'll get up and she'll start like doing a little jig up on the table and singing a song for you guys and playing like a lute. So yeah, you guys are having a nice little party over here. Molly has kept the drinks coming over to your table as Karasu has kept paying for this large group to keep on drinking. And yeah, you guys are having a grand old time.
All right, I'm so sorry. I'm back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
The grand.
We're about to pass over to Thegro, Rogrim, and Karasu for just a moment while I gave you guys just a minute. So we'll get back to you in just a couple.
Cool.
You know, Zephyr, he would have loved to learn about the brewing. Poor lad.
Ted, Ned, and Fred will all just like at the same time. So who's Zephyr?
Oh, he was a companion. He traveled with us on our journey here, but he wanted to become a master brewer. Believe it or not, he wanted to try to come up with a concoction using rocks.
I don't think that's possible, Fred will say, and Ted will be like, I don't know, we might be able to get it done. And Ned will be like, we have to try it. We got to run a few samples.
His legacy lives on.
Well, if you ever figure it out, you have to let me know to try it first, in his honor.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. They'll all say at the same exact time. You get the sense that Ted, Ned, and Fred are a little weird. Hanging out with them for a while might be creepy.
Yeah, they just stare at us the whole time.
Thegro, how are you enjoying this party going on? I'd say you guys have probably moved over towards this table. Imagine there's a bunch of people around you. I just didn't have tokens for everybody. All, 9 people around you at this point?
Dingro's having a pretty good time. He's debating on possibly getting up and trying to dance with some of, like, just do like an orc jig or something. He's not completely sure yet. He's not drunk enough for that yet.
Hawk, Locke, and Bill will ask you, I'd say it's probably Locke who's asking you what your favorite old Morrow tribe song is, so you guys can sing it together.
Oh, goodness. Knowing my tribe.
Bloody.
Yeah, actually, it was going to be something combat related, so that works out real well.
Hey, Alex, do you know the battlefield was bloody? No? No, I don't? Thegro, you gotta lead us in it. Start us off, and you will go ahead and sing the song, and the other orcs will start singing it, and the halflings will probably look like very intimidated by the end of this song.
Sounds kind of like an Irish drinking song, and just like stomping around. I love it.
Awesome. Anything for you, Throgrim? Are you just drinking along and singing along with the words that you may or may not know?
When Thegro finishes, like, it brings a tear to his eye. And he's like, "That was beautiful, Thegro."
Good question.
sorry, you're cutting in and out. What was the
I
question?
didn't hear you.
Can you roll me a d20?
D20? Yeah, let's see. 7.
Oh god! So Karasu's like hugging on like one of the orcs, like, I provoked my nephew. He's just like depressed,
Crying a little bit, sad
he's
about
like-
him.
He's like, I hated this.
Aww. Aww.
I'd say you're between
sad.
Bill and Pock right now, and Bill and Pock are just hugging you and comforting you and just telling you it's going to be okay. They're used to family loss and family strife, especially in this Marrow tribe, who had half their, or actually probably like 5, no, but yeah, let's call it like 7/8 of their tribe wiped out.
Yeah. So he's being a sobby drunk.
That's
And
funny.
with that sobby drunk right there who's starting to make a bit of a mess of himself, we'll bounce back over to Jean and Rain, who are having a very intimate moment back at the
Jeez. Rain, I'd like to teach you. I'd like to give you something. You really wanted to learn my language, and there is something that elves do amongst each other. We give each other I get it's really hard to explain in common, but special names, I guess. Special familiar names, like names that only our closest friends know. And I would like to give you one.
Sorry, just the
What?
text.
What just happened?
The text, I don't know if you saw that, it just said, it's getting hot in here, right across the screen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So she'll just smile and be like, I am honored.
It's supposed to be a secret. It's something that is just between the two of us. And so, to tell you, I hope you forgive me. I have to whisper it to you.
That's all right. Just blushes more.
And I very slowly, very purposefully, I lean into your ear, just about stopping, just about like less than half an inch from your ear, and in like the most delicate but like musical little whisper that you can hear fully, but is quiet, so quiet that you can only hear it, and it's still a whisper. Tinu.
Can you spell that for me in the chat?
Yeah. Canyon gets this reference.
I do indeed.
Yes. This is a
I
certain...
also get that reference.
So another reference?
Program posted, just do
Oh
it.
my god! Oh my god!
As you pull away. You know, I'm sure there's that closeness moment where they lock eyes.
We're
and
looking at each other. Yeah. What are you gonna do with that?
Oh, me, huh? There definitely would be a desire to lean further, but she holds back. Unless the desire is in his eyes pretty obviously, anyway. I'll guess.
Tell you what happens.
Okay.
There's a vulnerability in Jean's face and eyes, a vulnerability that you've never seen before. Here, you feel like there's no kind of pompous pretense that he usually kind of has going on. That's all gone. Because he's got nothing anymore. And that moment seems to last forever.
I think then there was a hesitation, but seeing that vulnerability and kind of that being stripped bare feeling is definitely something she's experienced recently too. So there's definitely like that sort of emotional kinship, and she will lean in to kiss him then.
Yeah. And Jean will do the same.
And the other three walk in right when that happened. No.
Oh my god. Wait, actually? Does that actually happen?
No, totally kidding on that.
It lasts for about 5 seconds. And it's like 5 seconds where we're both like so in the moment. It lasts like in your head, it lasts forever. And then Jean pulls away and kind of inexplicably just kind of looks at you and says, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have presumed. I just
you're grieving. I should probably go bathe. And he walks towards where the bath is.
And with that, we'll switch back over towards the other three as Jean runs towards the bathroom. Karasu, I'd say you said you were sobbing drunk, so yeah, you are pretty well and good at this point. I would say if you guys have kept drinking, can I get a Constitution save from Throgrim and from Thegro as well?
That's fair. It has been a good time.
You guys are getting fucked up. Let's get fucked up. Let's see. Yes.
Not so good.
It's going to be amazing when the elf tells the orc and the dwarf lightweights tomorrow morning.
Well, you guys weren't planning on drinking more, but Ted, Ned, and Fred were really talking you guys into it. So you guys did end up trying a sample of each of their different beers, and they were a little more potent than you had reckoned for. And I would say at this point in time, you guys are feeling pretty tipsy as well as Karasu. You're not quite as drunk as he is. You're not crying yet. But the key word here is yet.
To be fair, though, I did roll a 20 on my con, so I'm not going to be miserable tomorrow.
No, but you are
Thegro's
crying.
dance did bring a tear to my eye. Or his song.
This is true.
Actually, I was just thinking about ruining the mood again. I think I'm gonna just, because I'm apparently pretty drunk right now, I'm gonna start singing a Marrow Tribe death song. Cause the whole tribe's been basically mostly wiped out.
Oh man, I totally picture this as like the dwarves singing the Misty Mountain song when they're in
Exactly
Oh,
what I was
yeah.
thinking. Yep, it was exactly like that.
Yeah.
Mountain.
So there's this definite somber vibe that takes over the bar, and Throgrim and Karasu, I'd say the tears start coming a little bit more heavy. And you know what, Thegro, with your role too, I'd say that you start crying a little bit as well with this longing at home. And
Yeah, Karasu's like, it's fucking beautiful stomping.
Yeah, the Thegor was definitely crying a little bit. Actually, probably pretty heavy. He's had a hard couple of weeks.
It's been tough, hasn't it? Let it out, man. Let it out. You guys are all just hugging in the middle of the bar while John and Rain are doing a different kind of hugging back at the cabin.
Yeah, we're being more intimate than them.
or William. I just went into the baths. Is she gonna follow me?
Right.
Who knows?
Very good question. What else are you guys doing at the bar? So this was a very somber song. It sounds like, yeah, you guys are pretty sad after this, but Throgrim and Karasu, let's start with Throgrim. How are you taking this all in?
He was moved by it, and it kind of like got him out of the party mood where he's just feeling tired now and ready to go back.
Got you. Are you about to call it after this? Are you going to try and talk the others into that, or are you going to head back on your own?
I'll just wait. He just kind of sits back and waits now until other people are ready.
Karasu's gonna like lean back against the bar and pull out his cutlass and be like, "No, we end the night with cheer and song and stomps." He's like, "We don't fade. Another round."
Yeah. So you guys, I would say Karasu keeps going. Throgrim, you're probably starting to cool it down. Thegro, you sang your song. Are you having another drink after your song, or are you about ready to pack it in as well?
I think I'm ready to pack it in.
Yeah, Karasu basically wants to rally everybody to cheer and be happy and merriment before calling it.
Roll me I would say just roll me a straight charisma. Or do you need me to
somebody roll for me? My charisma is my dump, so.
Let's see how well you're able to talk these guys into sticking around. And I'll let you guys decide if you're feeling opposed to it. You can roll an opposed check on there, but he rolled.
Shit, I can't beat that.
18. 18.
Oh, that ain't bad.
That's pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
You convinced Throgrim to stick around.
I guess Thegro can stay for one more.
Karasu, what sort of merrier vibe do you try and provide? What sort of song do you try and get Alex to sing? Do you sing your own song?
His song is going to be about, like, basically, essentially, like, raise what's left of the flag for me from Plog and Molly.
Love it. Awesome. So you get the rally going, but I would say the rally carries you guys outside, and as you guys are singing, you start making your way up the street with a much happier vibe than the tears that you had left with previously. And we'll bounce back to Rain, who just watched Jean walk into the bathhouse.
To the bathhouse. Storm in.
I think she sits there alone for a few minutes, absorbing what just happened. And then, fuck this. She goes over to the bathhouse door, and I'll knock. Jean.
What is? Oh, go ahead.
No. Sorry. What were you saying?
I was just gonna ask the DM. What is this, like a pool situation? Is it like a steam? Is it like a wooden room with a tub in it? Like,
Let's call it like Roman bath style, so probably like baths of Harrenhal. So I'm picturing like Brienne and Jamie right now, like heading into the single pool at Harrenhal.
It's gonna be it's not gonna be as platonic as that. Apparently not.
She's
if
just
Rain has
knocking.
anything to say about it.
Yeah, she's just knocking at the moment. She's not coming in.
I'm probably not. I'm probably just kind of sitting, like, all the way in the water up to my nose. So I may not hear you.
You just want me to walk in on you, don't you?
I hate to say this. It's what my character would do. It's what my character would be doing. He's ruminating on the.
That's not what Hans Capon would do at that house.
Okay, this kid. Okay, he was inspired by Hans Capon. He very quickly became someone else.
I'll try knocking just a bit louder and say your name, Jean.
Yes. Yes. I'm not decent.
Is grief the only thing holding you back right now? My grief?
Such a...
What was that?
Sorry, that's such a hard question.
Is that the only thing that's hard?
My God.
Nice.
I don't want to throw myself into this and I open the door, I pull you inside. Fade to black.
Oh. All right.
And I would say this is when the three of you guys start making your way up the street towards the house and probably make your way inside.
I actually stop outside to talk to the mule.
Okay.
Like, just to say how he's such a brave beast, and I'm like petting him.
Aww.
And I love him.
Go ahead and roll me, I'd say animal handling at advantage.
Okay, advantage.
Yeah, he loves it, man. He's like nuzzling up to you and like curling his like little big nose and like the elbow right here and trying to like nuzzle him.
Aww.
Karasu, Thegro, you guys are watching Throgrim happily pet this mule over here who is happily soaking this in. He's had a tough journey too. It's not just you guys.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, he almost got washed out in the river, and yeah, he's had a hard time too.
What do you guys do?
I guess after petting the mule for a bit, hang out with him, I just wander in, just find a chair and just sleep in it.
Hell yeah, I would say that you guys, I know this doesn't have rooms for everybody, but I would say this does have rooms for everybody here. So I'm just going to do a little drawing up here. So let's say that there's like a room over here, another one like up over here, another one like here. Ooh, there's 2 there, something like that. Jesus Christ, this is hard to draw like that. There you go. Rooms for everybody.
All right, let's head in here and go to sleep.
Cool. Karasu, is that good?
Yeah, I'm gonna like give the donkey just a couple of pets, and I'm just gonna wander him off into a room and probably just pass out.
I was gonna say Karasu would probably just trance out in the living room.
You pass
You
out
just
in the
wanna
living room, right on top of the tiger rug, right?
Yep, he trances out on the tiger rug in front of the fire.
You want to see her walk of shame, don't you?
Yeah, that was. That's totally there could be no other reason for doing that.
To be fair, he actually wouldn't see the map because he's on his phone right now, so he actually wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah,
To be
I don't
fair.
know. I'm on my phone.
But you placed yourself right where we would need to go to bed. So you you were right in the middle there.
I would say that you guys all can long rest, and I would say that while he's in his trance, you guys are able to sneak back into your individual rooms without having too much of a hassle there.
Okay.
And then when you're in your room, you hear him say, "Enjoy the frolic in the forest." No,
I would say with Rain's abilities, she's probably pretty able to make it past you without, like, both of you guys are probably able to make it through with Rain's abilities without having too much worry.
Yeah.
Also,
I didn't know I was right there.
before we go to sleep, though, I'd ask Jean into my room real quick, and of course, at the moment, because they just had a bath, her hair would be down, and she'd probably look the most feminine he's seen her, too, and she's just, I have an odd ask. Although, I guess after what we just did, it can't be any worse. Any better? I mean, that wasn't bad. That sounded like it was bad. It wasn't. It was amazing.
No, yes, yeah, no. Ask it and it is yours.
I need you to tie me up to my bed, and then come get me in the morning.
Oh my!
Already evolving the relationship into kink. I like where that goes.
Did you set this up so that would be funny?
My intent the entire day was to ask you to tie her up because of a reason.
That's
but it just
crazy.
happened to be this way, and it makes it better, in my opinion.
Would you have preferred I mean, I know I moved a little quickly, but you could have asked me before.
She just blushes so bad.
Sorry.
She's like, no. Last night, Thurston asked me to, or demanded, tried to have me grab the gauntlet, the chalice, and take it to Pride's Call. I managed to resist it, but I don't know if he'll be angry or if he'll make me try to do something else tonight. And in case I can't resist it, I need to be tied to the bed.
All right. I can do that. I'm not
that I
going
wouldn't
to leave.
be open to trying things if that's something you'd be interested in. I just
I don't think there's a redder shade that this elf can turn right now.
Same with her.
Like, he kind of short circuits for a second. I was going to suggest that I stay here with you in case something like that happens. I could care less what the others think. They don't know what happened, and they don't need to. They don't have a need to. But this, they know I swore an oath to you to protect you, and this may be it's just part of it. I don't think we need be ashamed about this, and I don't care.
I think she'll just
Let me
step
stay
over
here.
and give you another kiss, and you don't have to ask to stay with me.
Again, shades of red, heretofore unknown. And I guess, oh God, I guess I start getting out the pieces of rope.
And awkwardly, she'll, get into the bed and let him tie her to it.
Again, shades of red, heretofore unknown.
Same.
By all mortals.
To black question mark?
No.
Let's just not tell
no.
Throgram. Let's just make sure Throgram never finds out.
No, yes, no, he never.
Trevor would be happy for you too.
And especially not Karasu.
Why? Times are gonna be.
He's my uncle. Oh.
I heard that part with the king. I was sneaking around the jail to see if I could figure out a way to break you out if they never let you go.
You were trying to break me out?
Of course.
Oh. You do that for me?
I'm driving back. I'll be back on shortly.
Okay. She would answer you though, of course, Jean.
All right. Well, you get some sleep. I will stand watch, and if anything happens, do I have your permission? And if anything especially bad happens, do I have your permission to get the others, or do you want me to try and handle it myself?
I'll trust your judgment, but
Very well.
if it's possible, I've noticed that they seem more uncomfortable around me these days, and I'd rather not make that worse.
I
But
agree.
I don't want to hurt anybody, so especially you.
You're not going to hurt me. I don't think it's going to come to that.
All right.
Sweet dreams.
You too, Jean.
I'm just gonna and I will give you a peck on the cheek, and I will awkwardly kind of sit on a chair or something in the room.
And
Just next
the
to her
night
on the bed.
Or that.
The night passes rather uneventfully.
Wow.
Though, when you wake up in the morning, the binds that were around Rain's wrists are cut.
Oh. Great.
Or broken. You can't really tell. But ineffective, to say the least.
Definitely.
Karasu, I would say that you wake up in front of the fire out here. Thegro and Throgrim, you guys can come out of your rooms respectively.
Ooh. Oh. Last night was fun, but ooh.
I would say that dwarves and orcs can probably handle their liquor pretty well. I would say, if anything, it was the effect of not having drank in a couple of days and the effect of, a harsh trail behind you just hit you a little bit harder than it usually does,
Okay. Thegro,
But you're fine.
Your
It's a
death
good
song
morning.
last night. That was very touching. It was a beautiful song. Your people would have been proud to hear it.
Thank you. We lost many good fighters. I'm glad I have found some tribe here.
Come, let us eat.
Let's make our customers love.
Yeah, please. Breakfast sounds great.
I go start like looting through the pantries.
Oh, it's well stocked. Whatever you want to eat, it's in there.
Yeah.
Bacon, biscuits and gravy. Like, you have to make it yourself, but it's well stocked for whatever you want to eat.
Yeah, I'll attempt to make some breakfast, a big fancy breakfast meal.
Cool. Make it for everybody, or just are you making your own breakfast?
I'll make it for everybody. That'd be fine just to make it for myself. I eat all the bacon.
Just taunt it in front of them.
You never know.
Yeah, I'm like licking my fingers, like no, I'll make it for everybody.
Cool. If you guys can see the video, there's my dog in the background wagging her tail.
Precious.
Aww.
Where's the video?
I think
Yes.
when on Roll20, if you have the connected video.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think I have that.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
think when Rain wakes up, because she would also wake up early just due to the, I'm sure at the temple that was some, like, wake up at dawn to do morning meditations was a thing. She would notice the bindings are like cut and just, well, so much for that. But then looks over at Jean and kind of smiles that he's here.
Yeah, so much for that. I'm glad I was here, but ultimately we didn't need it.
Seems so. I hope he doesn't. Well, I'm sure if I don't get that knife, I'll regret something.
I don't think you'll regret anything not getting that knife.
Smiles at him again. You always have a way of turning this darkness into something good.
I think that's, that's at the heart of the creation, at the heart of the God's creation. That's what it is that even in the evil that the creation of mortals like us has wrought upon the world, there is good.
Can I get an insight from each of you guys?
Okay.
Or Dawn and Rain, I guess.
Teen.
13.
Yeah, I would say after Jean says, like, nothing bad will happen if you don't get this dagger, both of you guys get the sense that something bad might happen if she doesn't get the dagger.
I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we have to.
I suppose that's all we can do. That's all we can do.
You know, I'm sure because it's pretty early, the rest were probably still asleep at this point. She just lets out a sigh and starts kissing him and fade to black.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Karasu's pounding on the door. Your kids okay?
No, he wouldn't be worried yet.
No, I know.
Okay, all right.
Though I would say maybe 30 minutes later, Karasu. Yeah, you could probably knock on that door. I'd say Throgrim's breakfast has been ready now.
I call out, breakfast!
Breakfast.
Yeah, I don't wait for anybody. I just start eating at the table.
Then,
When we open the door, is Karasu out there?
I mean, Karasu's out there eating breakfast with Brogrim smoking.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
open the
think
door.
Dagger's probably at the table, and Karasu's probably over here at the table too.
I open the door, and I'm like, "You go down fast. I'll follow after you." Like 10, 15 minutes later.
all right. Just kind of smells a little
Almost
again.
like he's done this before. Almost like he's maybe done this before. You don't know,
He has.
but maybe he's done this before.
She hasn't.
Harlot.
He had to teach her some things, but anyway.
Good
She will
God.
come out first. Her hair would still be down, and she's probably wearing like something a little more, like comfortable as opposed to her usual travel clothes. Because I'm sure they took time to wash those too before going to bed, hung them up to dry.
Yeah. I'd say the chains are probably still pretty visible, especially if you're in more casual clothes.
Yeah. I think she would have wrapped those up though before coming out.
Gotcha.
Still doesn't like to see them. And so she would have taken time after sex to wrap them up and then head out. And then just good morning. Thank you for breakfast.
Are you supposed to wrap it before? Sorry.
Great, I never
Different
saw
kind.
you with your hair down. It's longer than my beard.
What the fuck? What?
It's meant as a compliment. Dwarves are so proud of their beards.
I think she would be a bit confused though and ask, like, is that a compliment or?
Yes, I have a fine, thick beard, but your hair beats it. You should be proud.
Thank you, Throgrim. Usually on the road it's easier to keep it braided, in case, especially in combat.
It looks nice.
Thank you. Thank you for breakfast. This smells delicious.
Oh, my pleasure. It's been so long since we got a hearty meal like this. Well, at least for breakfast. You missed quite the feast last night. We had a grand time at the tavern. Thagro sang a most beautiful song.
Oh, I'm sad to have missed it. I wanted to make sure Jean was okay.
Is he back yet, or is he still imprisoned?
No, the king did finally let him go. He should be out here shortly.
Ah, good. Good.
Can I insight that?
Yes.
All you have to do is the same thing, honestly.
Uncle was just go along with it.
Do I do a deception to try to hide the fact we've had sex?
I can't tell, like, is
trying to make sure
it a deception?
okay. You're just comforting him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're both the same, so I guess it doesn't matter which one, really. I'll just roll.
That's funny, we all rolled 13.
Oh, God.
no.
Yeah,
He
You
knows.
totally
I-
know. Actually, I'd say the whole table knows with that roll.
She gets bright red, like she is clearly embarrassed and like Throgrim, you know this walk of shame right here.
That was a kid, man.
Thorgrim actually doesn't pick up on it because after his inspiring speech to Jean that didn't work, he just gave up and assumed it wasn't going to happen.
Oh, did you not roll an insight?
Hits his pipe. Thanks
Nope, he didn't
Hey,
roll because
John.
he has he just assumes nothing was going to happen.
Okay, so it was just Karasu that rolled the insight. Then it looks like, right?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, Karasi
I mean-
just hits his pipe hard. I'm glad you looked out for him.
Thegro and Throgrim, it's up to you. If you wanted to roll an insight, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to just take it for what it is, also more than welcome to. Thegro knows. Thegro might not say it. Thegro knows.
Thorgrim,
Igor doesn't care, but he might give John a little brief later.
yeah, like I said, Thorgrim just assumed it like it was done and nothing's happening, so he lost interest.
Karasu,
Never gonna happen, right?
Exactly.
Karasu speaks in Orcish. Don't say anything.
Can I incite the fact that especially after the Orcish and, Karasu's like, I'm glad you made sure he came back safe. It seems a little awkward to her.
I did say he had a poker face.
Check.
So
I would say you don't even need to do an insight. With that bad of a deception, you don't need to do an insight. You know you fucked up there. Like,
Okay, fair.
you got caught in a lie.
She just lets out a bit of a sigh and eats her eggs.
Breakfast is quite good, Throgrim. Thank you.
John, I'd say about this time is when you come downstairs.
Do you like the different biological?
You just see her shamefully eating.
I clock that. Hello all. I am back from my captivity. I look over at Karasu.
Apologize. I didn't expect them to clasp you. That was my mistake. I apologize.
I apologize as well, Uncle. I just kind of look at him.
I'd say this is a bit of a bombshell for the table right here.
Yeah, that ruined my plans. I'm just gonna stop eating and be like, what?
Sit down. Let's have a talk, shall we?
You two are related.
Yes.
I was informed last eve that Karasu is my uncle, my mother's brother.
I had my suspicions, but wasn't certain, so that just kind of sealed it.
That's wonderful. Family reunited at last.
That's one way. That's one way to put it.
So he kind of motions next to him if you want the chair with like his pipe.
I will take the chair next to him.
Well, I'll even set the pipe down for this. So he sets down his pipe, clears it
Great.
out.
Real quick,
Good.
Will, I sent you the DM.
Oh,
No
okay.
rush.
Oh, gotcha. Canyon and group, do we think that this is a good place to maybe end?
So one thing that I wanted to get from you guys this morning
Gotcha.
is what your next sort of plan of attack is, like where you plan to go next, and maybe what your first check off the box is going to be. But after that, I feel like that's a good stopping point for there. So I'd say maybe 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So, where are we going? Where to next? I mean, we should stay and recuperate for a week. I have spells to take down, and I think I'm due for a bit of a. I need new clothes. I kind of look down at my robes that were bright and colorful when I came into this. That they're like torn, dirty. Like there are parts of like I don't even think I'm wearing them right now. I think I'm just kind of wearing a like a tunic and some like leg wraps or something like that.
You might not have a week, and I think that you would probably know that.
I can get you fitted. I know a good retailer.
Well, I need a couple things. This is, I think, something I've given some thought to. I am going to take on a new identity. I think it would be best if I kept a lower profile, so that when we come to our next, the next place, we can fly under the radar of my conniving siblings.
Question, real quick. Your little sister?
My sister, yes.
You said she's being detained, and that was your inspiration of going out?
Well, it's like this. As I've said before, we all have our roles in our kingdom. Mine is to essentially be a bodyguard and errand boy, I guess you might say, uncle.
That's okay. I don't hold any high titles myself.
And hers is to be married and bear children for some sake of some political alliance. And when she'd always risked her own safety and relationship with my father to defend me and to always to be a friend to me and to at times protect me. She knew that she was too valuable to be mistreated, as I often was. So she used that to her advantage, and she kept me safe. And now, and I learned, I know that she is an instrumental part of all this. If anything, to for one last time humiliate me and leave me with no one else as a supporter. So that's the role she plays in all of this. She's probably being held in the highest room of the tallest tower of our castle in Malaysmere. That, or she's already been transported halfway across Wildmount towards the land. Would it be called Jorhas now?
That, or Eastern Leandir would be also another term, or Eastern Exandria would also fit.
She's either there or halfway to that infernal place, Jorhas, by now.
Well, we could always send out false leads. If you are going to change who you are, we can just make up stories about where you've been and where you're going to where they go there.
I was thinking of doing something a bit simpler.
You're executed? ?
Yes, I was killed here, and Karasu, my uncle, subsequently legitimized his bastard son, and I gesture to myself, Simon de Noir.
Well, son, we need to get you some better clothing. He smiles.
We do.
Here, I made this for you. He's gonna hand him the necklace.
A necklace? Okay, that's nice.
And Karasu, in the chat, I also just dropped a couple of places to potentially start that you would know in town.
I don't see it. Give me a second.
It would be in the Discord general for Song of the Day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, while he looks over the necklace, he'll be like, well, first off, I know that blade means a lot to you. Maybe something a little flashier for my son. He's got a smile. I know a gnome. Good blacksmith. Seamstress, there's Seraphina. She's quite nifty. And, well, painter for your arms would be Serana.
Mm. Well, I have a new coat of arms I was thinking of adopting myself, and that I can keep once we can reveal this charade. I think I might change my hair, something like take some of it off, or shave, or perhaps better yet, shave it all off.
Don't do that to such lovely locks. You're not monastic. And he smirks.
Not all monks are bald, but also I'd hate to see all your hair lost.
Ken, he's quite good.
Apart from the...
Oh, go ahead.
Apart from those steps, which should be very easy, I think we need horses. No offense to Sisyphus the donkey. And, we could... Thorogrim, you did say your weapon lies to the east. We could go in search of that, and I would attempt to rescue my sister.
While the brothers are away, we lay siege. I like that thought.
I don't think we should attempt to besiege anything. I don't think that, as strong as the six of us will be, I don't think we can lay siege to a castle. I think the best we could do is take one by subterfuge. I don't think we should be trying to take castles.
Oh, no. Yes. By siege, I mean take it. Doesn't matter how.
So, I will say for you, Jean, I don't think anybody else knows this, but Doth would have told you that the vision that was supposed to go to Rain was close to Malaismere, in a grove that was in that enchanted forest that kind of spreads around Malaismere. So that's a potential option for you. I would say the next closest would probably be Wayun Gorge, where Thegro's item is, or Aor, where your item is.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should go for the closest.
You would know Doth's vision because you did get that not one-on-one conversation, but you had that conversation with Pythia, Doth, and the king.
The closer we go to Malaismere, the stronger we must be. Because if we go to near Malaismere, there's a greater chance we have to face my father, and he's obscenely powerful.
Can we see the world map again, real quick? So there was one
And
in
I'm going
Wine
to do this
Gorge.
just real quick. I'm going to draw a couple points for you guys where you would have like these markers on your map, you know?
Thank you.
So there's one up here. Let's call one here. One over here. One here. And one here. Oh, hold on, one more. 2 seconds. Here.
You said your father and brothers are very powerful. How many do you think we need before we could try to get your sister? Oh, and where's Toa? Sorry, I just swapped subjects real quick.
Far to the west. Far, far, far to the west.
Oh, there's Toa. Okay.
I would say at least two or three weapons.
Perhaps
probably
we should
3.
go down to the gorge and Draconia. Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
And then they're the closest together, although there's a mountain range between them, but then we could swing up to get the third in Malayasmere. And then try to save your sister.
Yes, we could go to the Lorien Gorge, Draconia, and then Jorhas, and then go through Jorhas, find my sister if she's there, and then straight to Malayasmere.
You don't think she's in Malayasmere right now?
She could be, she could not be, but I suppose we may learn more news of these goings on as we travel through the world, and I suppose we'll get a better idea by the time we get closer.
I like that concept.
I think either way, though, we agree to go down to the gorge first and then Draconia.
I agree. I think that's wise.
As much as I hate hearing about your sister being held hostage, I fear our best option would be to try to acquire these weapons first before trying anything with her. We have to remember the dark gods are our priority, and stopping them is what we have to focus on.
Well, Thorgrim.
How observant is Thorgrim?
It is very possible.
What's your passive perception?
Where's that at?
Should be on the right side of your sheet. It says defenses, conditions, senses, and then that's your passives. Under your armor class section.
Armor class, I see armor, dexterity, shield.
Yeah, after the armor class, or AC/speed, and then it's another box that says defenses, and then another box that says conditions, and then another box that says senses.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Passive perception is 14.
Karasu is staring at daggers through you.
More observant side.
Karasu is staring daggers through you, even though he's not, trying to make it known.
I agree that gods have to take priority, but if we don't save people along the way, if we have the means to, then they win, don't they?
Yes, what's the point of saving a broken world with dead if everyone's gone.
But we don't even know if she's there, do we?
No.
And they might move her before we ever reach her, if
And if they
she's even
do,
there.
then we'll figure out where to next and find more weapons on the way.
It may be that in moving against my family, we may move against the gods themselves. I would not count my father out of making some sort of perverse, illicit deal with a betrayer god in exchange for what he's attempting.
I do second that.
In fact, I think that's exactly what has occurred here. I think that's exactly what's happening.
Who knows? Maybe he fancies Loth. He was always the spindly type.
Well, I'll go where the group goes, but I must insist we focus on acquiring the weapons. I think we should have a vote.
South is the consensus, starting with the one in Woyun Gorge and maybe working your way east.
Yeah, that is definitely
That's the plan.
the plan.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I think we're agreed in that.
All right.
Well, Simone, we have a busy day. He stands up and claps Jean on the shoulders.
Yes, Father.
And I think that's where we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Woo!
You can have it if you want.
Yay! Turns out that was an important one.
Oh, and the necklace is an oak-carved gauntlet that's been dyed black. And on the front face of the gauntlet, it's an engraved gilded blade emitting arcane from it.
Did you give me a magic item?
No, but I rolled a fucking 19 on it, so I'm pretty sure it's pretty nice.
Cool. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
But hey, that was a lot of fun. Thanks, Canyon.
Yeah.
that was
worries, guys.
awesome.
I really enjoyed that one as well. I've been building this up for a while now, and I've actually had this whole oracle scene built out for months now, and so I'm excited to actually give you guys a glimpse of the gifts that you might be able to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to
That's
it.
awesome.
I wonder what stuff, what quests we're gonna have to go on in order to get those things. I mean, we just know where they are. It could be that they're in dungeons or held by people or.
Well, a couple of you guys did get glimpses of mythical creatures as well. One of you saw things.
Yeah, I saw a sphinx for mine. That's right.
Yeah,
One of you saw a sea monster.
Mine's
What
easy
did
to
we see
get,
at the
guys.
Yeah. What did we see at the Wuyun Gorge?
Cord fighting,
Did you
I think.
see?
Yeah, cord fighting with another large orc. They were fighting some kind of monster or something. I forget what it was.
I would take a nature check from Thegro to see if you could potentially place what this monster is.
Oh goodness, let me get back in. Hold on.
Hey, this was a lot of fun, but I do have to go now.
No
Okay.
worries, man. No worries.
You guys have a good night.
ya.
Fun.
See you next week.
Yep.
One-liners.
All right. What role did you want again?
Nature check to see if you can pick up potentially what this animal was.
Come on, baby. I need to figure this out. Journey. It was a good shot.
It looked
17.
it looked like a big wolf, maybe, or maybe a big dog. But it's hard to say.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I saw what looked like a big dog or a wolf. Nah, I'm down.
All right, guys. We'll call it right there.
How about instead of cave-in, there's a waterfall?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I love that.
And the lights
Waterfall.
turned
Okay.
off.
Frolicking in the world.
Oh my god. Okay. Well,
My highlight was us partying at the bar. That was funny.
Yeah. I mean, I had many
That was good
highlights. That was fucking great.
I liked beating the shit out of Karasu. I thought that felt kind of natural and appropriate at the time.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. He was gonna let you keep going. He was like,
like
get it all out.